Yeah, that's that's beautiful,
And
bro.
then that gets you that much closer to what we were talking about earlier, which is 100% authentic expression, or as close to it. Nobody really ever gets to 100% of anything in life, but
Yeah.
100% authentic expression. And once you take that suit off, like, you are you, and you get to live with all that you've built while you were wearing the suit or not. And you just have to acknowledge and again return to kind of like we were talking about earlier, that form of yourself when you were born. When you were born, there was like nothing but love. Like, all you did was love. You were at peace. Like, and you vibrated at high of a level as you can. And then life continued to
Thanks, bro.
as life continued to kind of go on, you started learning all these things.
I'm
And
reading here in one of my notebooks. It says, so we're getting somewhere. Now we're realizing to show up as 100% yourself. But I don't, maybe that's not the end goal. Or, I mean, maybe it's still part of the process. I'm reading here from a Marcus Weston seminar. It says, when you give all of yourself to something, magic happens. But you can't give all of yourself until you even realize all of yourself. So once you realize your unconditional self, then you can give. And what does that sound like? That sounds like what the divine does with us. Gives unconditionally of everything, even if we are limited in what we want. That sounds to me like we have now recreated creation itself. First realizing we are as expansive as the divine. Then let's show up in the world as sharing as the divine itself, which is pure expansiveness. And then that's there's even one more step after that, because then we can reunify with the divine, knowing that then it's like there's an element of sympathy. We know what the divine does, and we do it ourselves too. And now that's just the most magical reunification in marriage of the light and the vessel after the vessel did its whole process that we just talked about. I think we really went through it very well. And then that's love. Can you imagine that? Where two souls, or in this case, all the souls and the divine, are now operating from, both are purely expansive and both are giving to each other completely. And in this final scenario, right, we don't need to give to the creator because the creator is not going to receive anything. We're going to receive to give the creator pleasure, right? That's what we learn in Kabbalah. The final stage is we're going to receive for the sake of sharing. Yeah. Ben wants to give me so much. I'm going to say, I want it all, baby, to give you the pleasure, and I get pleasure. And then it's just one big pleasure pool party, bro.
well, how do you get to a spot where you don't even view it as giving? You just view it as being. It's like, I'm not even giving to you. Like, I mean, like,
Yeah.
you're sitting there.
Yeah, that's
and it's
true.
like, forget about giving.
I like
I'm
that.
not looking to give. Like, I'm sitting here. I'm just being Ben. You're just being David.
That's a very good modification of what I was saying.
Yeah.
Because the way that the Kabbalists describe the divine, it is giving. It is an expansive force of sharing. It doesn't then share. It is
sure, but
being.
what if it's just being translated to giving, so we can kind of understand it, but it's not looking to give. It's just looking to be. But by being, we're receiving, so we're looking at it as something is giving to us.
Yes.
But really, it's just being.
Right.
And the true essence of love is just being.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to give love to you. I'm just looking to be Ben.
Yeah.
But my being Ben, you're receiving love from Ben.
Right.
And by you being David, I'm receiving love from David. You're not actually taking the act of giving anything. You're just being.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, if you can reach that level of vibration of being rather than give. Like you're not even taking any action at all.
Right.
You're just being. Like you're
For
fully
sure.
in your essence. You're expressing yourself as close to 100% authentically as you can. And there is no longer an act of giving. It's just being.
Yeah. Yeah. What did I say? It was the giving pool party. It's the being pool
It's a
party.
being pool party. I love that.
That was a great. That's what I'm talking about, bro. High level idea. We work through it. We talk through it, and then we get to like that. We just figured out the world's problems. Our problem. Just went through the whole progression,
Yeah,
and I don't know how long that was.
but are they really problems, or did we just
No,
sit here and unpack something, and all of a sudden now we just opened a door that reveals all this light?
you're right. See,
Like
even the
like
way I'm using the terminology, it's not a problem. It's a blessing.
there's
It's
all
just
this.
it's just a puzzle.
There's all this light on the other side, and we just like all of a sudden just moved the boulder that was blocking it. Now the light can shine.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
David, we shared such a great conversation here, man, today. Like just such great thoughts. Where can our audience connect with you?
Uh, I mean, my Instagram, d.sork. In my bio, I have a page called Dave's Digressions, where I just kind of write, stream of consciousness and try to show up as we talked about unconditionally ourselves, and maybe people can read some of those. And then Loosey Goosey, you'll see me on TikTok for Ryan and I's brand. We're filming a lot of content. Uh, yeah, I mean, I would love to chat with anybody who is curious about any of my thought processes or how I got to this point or what I see as continued growth. I'm just blessed, bro, to connect deeper with you and closer with myself, because I think there's so many revelations that we had in this conversation that are eternal. For the rest of my life, I'll remember these conversations and Bill Russell having 11 rings instead of 12, and the sugarcane story and the Bijan, and there was just so much sauce. And we talked about the pool party. Like, I'm really humbled and grateful, and I encourage anybody to follow more of what Ben's doing. I mean, you're really inspiring, and I think you show up very well as you're unconditionally yourself, and I know that's a challenge for all of us to do so, and I really much respect that and want to receive more of that superpower that you have. So I'm very happy that I was able to join you.
Love you, brother.
Love you too, bro. Good work.
Love you. That's awesome.
Until next time.
That's awesome.